I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Number, big numbers.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. I got him!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, lady!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
47.
Check 37.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and then go deep.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, folks.
Here we go, 51. Kill. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check it out, read.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Kill. Any day. Check Mike 21. Go. Get out there. Silver. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, 47. Alert 3. Slam. 26.
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah,
I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
What we got? Hey, 70! Right there, 54, right there. Go! Easy alert! It's a safety cream! Hurry up, get this moving.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing is Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Stafford looks to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Elliott. A big run that time by Elliott. 53 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And James has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set, lady. Check line 54. Line 54. Coming. Alert. Check 31. Check 31.
Operating from the gun. Stafford is complete to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. From the red zone now, Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spot?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott got some room at the 30. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. 1 8. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get that ball. Kill. Kill. They're going to 53. Hey, check, Mike 21.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check Mike 21. Target. 47. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check Mike 21. Watch the screen. Kill. 47. Gun. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. We own them. Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't?
Prescott now. wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
We go 46. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
We're going to 54. 47. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Sweat. Hey. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Harmon on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.